The water warrior. Let's start this class. Scripture breakdown class. Okay. I know earlier the sister has some questions. Anyone got any questions on scriptures or any questions online in the class? We'll go over them. Bootsy versus Gabrielle Union was an issue. We'll hit that. Slack it, brother. Can you pass me a piece of paper towel? Sure. The water. Yeah, that's 12. The water. All right. Okay, and then the other sister, she asked a question earlier about why we can't speak against the LGBTQ and also homophobia, which are good questions, always good questions. We'll go into that. All right. I got the Michelle Obama, if anybody want to go into that. Okay, we should be online. Deion Sanders, anybody want to go into that? Yeah. If anybody can see that video clip, let me see. Trying to find this. A lot for y'all patience. Pop in if you have any questions. Give me the questions now. I'm trying to line a couple of things up. And as I do it, if you can populate your questions in the chat, greatly appreciate it. I know it was on a TikTok.
Hey, thanks.
So I'm trying to find this clip because it is so Christian. It is so Christian what Deion Sanders said. Like what he said was just it would be like, why would anybody who is a Christian, black people, speak against Deion Sanders? Why would anybody who loves money and their objective first and foremost is money say anything against Deion Sanders? Right? I just gotta try to find this clip. Let me see here. Okay, brother, you got some precepts. I'm gonna try to find the clip. I'm gonna play the clip that he did at Jackson State, the HBCU. And listen what he says, right? And then I want to play the clip when he accepted the position at Colorado. So, here it is. I hope I can get a sound bite. Of course, it's going to be difficult to find the actual sound bite. That's him at the press conference. I'm looking for the actual sound bite to hear what he said. Because Esau asked him a question. You know how Esau is slick and cunning, boy. All right, let's do this question first. These questions. Okay. Questions, and we're going to get it all squared away, all right? Ezekiel chapter 1. YAHANNA, can you grab the mic, Baba Kushur? You know how to turn it on and everything, right? All right. Start having the mic too. I know Sarah right now. We're gonna go over some questions first. Then we go over these other topics. So anybody got any questions? The brother said Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5 through 7. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5 through 7. Any questions? Pop them in. Pop them in. The brother wants the scripture breakdown. Okay, we're going to jump into it. Uh-huh. All right, now, y'all, whenever you're ready, go right ahead, all right?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 5. Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
Now this is something deep in the Bible. This is a UPK scripture. Okay. Why is it so important that it says appearance here in this scripture? No.
So like because it's not, because it's telling you what it looks like.
Okay.
Not necessarily figuratively or spiritually. It's telling you exactly what.
Thank you. All right. Appearance is all throughout the Bible. How people look are all throughout the Bible. Okay. All right. We didn't draw pictures and put it in the Bible. For what reason? What's one of the reasons we didn't do that?
We were commanded not to.
How so? Go ahead.
Is that when they say don't make any images?
Okay.
So, or something like that.
But give me more. Because we take pictures, right? We put pictures up. Why though? Why doesn't he want us to do that? Continue on. No. Don't make images. What else?
To bow down to it.
To bow down to it. If there was a picture in here, we got the Catholic Bible over there, right? You pick up the Catholic Bible, just like great grandma's Bible in the house. Remember that big white Bible? In the front, it had the family name, the family tree, all this, list of marriages. That Bible was your documentation of your family history. When you open up that Bible, I remember opening up that Bible, going page by page, right? They got pages in that Bible that are pictures. They're images of what?
Or white people.
White people. Yeah, Edomites. I'm talking about in the Bible, that comes with the Bible, like sold to you, like this, right? So when you buy the Bible, or you get a Bible, it's got those pictures in it. What's that automatically going to make you do? Not you, but in general. What does that automatically going to make a person do? Go ahead. Worship the picture. Right. Okay. So when it says appearance in the Bible, it's giving the appearance like a picture. All right. Because there are actual appearance in the Bible. You actually have people. This is a historical book. And it's getting ready to talk about angels. So people are confused on what angels look like. What's something readily said about angels? YAHANNA. How do angels look according to the world? How do angels look according to the world? YAHANNA, type that in. How do angels look according to the world? Now, got any questions? Pop them in, all right? YAHANNA, you're correct. The Catholic Church teaches that angels are white naked babies that float on clouds. Right? Okay. Okay. Anything else? Anybody ever see quote unquote depictions of angels?
Almost 99% of the time, Edomites.
Yep. Edomites, so-called white people. How are they dressed? How is an angel dressed?
Naked.
Naked? Right. Okay. Yeah. If it's a grown Edomite man, he'll be wearing a Roman toga. He'll be dressed like a Roman. Like he'll have a long white dress on. Okay. You don't know if it's a man or a woman, because If it's a male, it doesn't have a beard on his face, right? A female, you don't know. They got the long Edomite hair. Okay. Or it'll have a short little skirt on. Okay, to let you know who's painting this picture and who wants to be worshipped. Okay. Edomites want to be worshipped, so they paint these pictures and say these are the people of the Bible. These are angels of the Bible. And they do naked babies. Why? Because Esau is a perverse nation. Remember that in Romans and in Hebrews, it talks about Esau being perverse. He's perverse, meaning he wants to go to heaven to be what? To be with little babies, naked babies. How disgusting is that? That's his history and his culture. And he tried to take our book and do what? Implement his culture into our book. When the description of angels is right here, it's nothing compared to anything that you've seen before. Nothing. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 6. And everyone had 4 faces.
Read 5 again. Shalaki.
Verse 5. Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Uh-huh.
And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
Like what?
The likeness of a man.
Like what?
The likeness of a man.
Not a baby, not a woman. The likeness of a man. Okay? Likeness of a man. It's not saying it's a man, but the likeness of a man. So all the lies of that Catholic Church gets destroyed in here. Because all we do in the I.S.U.P.K. is what? Do we come up with our own idea? We just open up this Bible and read it. And in the Bible, it says it right here. Go to verse 6.
Verse 6. And everyone had 4 faces.
Uh-huh.
And everyone had 4 wings.
Everyone had 4 faces and 4 wings. 4 faces will be like one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. Okay? Like 4 faces, straight up. That's the power of an angel. It's giving off, it's teaching, and it's saying how powerful, because that means what? If an angel has 4 faces, what does that mean, Nahayab?
You can see.
Yeah.
All angels.
You can see all angles. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What does that do for him? What's the point of that? Seeing that all angles.
You can't be deceived.
That's another topic. That's not another topic, but angels can't be deceived because they're made. You understand what I'm saying? They're made for this purpose, to be an angel of the Most High. Okay, all right. It's true they can't be deceived, but that's because, remember, we're not angels because the Most High could have made us like angels, but then it wouldn't have been reciprocated. You understand what I'm saying? To be like the Most High, to create like the Most High. We would have been like robots. Like an angel is like a robot. You ever see Terminator? That's where they got that from. Terminator got the concept of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he a machine, and he come from outer space. They got that concept from the scriptures. That's how an angel is. An angel is on a mission. That's it. You in his way, boom, you dead for being in his way to carry out his mission. That's how angels operate, right? You can't even talk to an angel to change their mind. Okay. So what's the 4 heads about?
No.
No. You was right. So he can see on every side. But what does that? For what? What's that a benefit of?
Knowledge.
See, Nahar Allah, he a scholar, man. He be thinking too deep sometimes. Okay. If four of us are sitting in a tank, I sit this way, you sit to the right, looking out that way. Some of y'all sit to the left, looking out that way. Shalaman sit to the back, looking out that way. For what? For war, right? Why? You guys said it already.
So we be protected.
Right. An angel's mission is war. That's his life. That's how he was created. He has four heads so that he can see every side for war. Everything is militant about the Most High. Everything is war with the Most High. An angel is war. You understand? So what happens with Christianity and the Catholic Church is they want to deceive you to believe angels are soft. When the angels ain't got nothing soft about him. It's not a baby. It's not no Edomite walking off slow with a dress on, with a bathrobe on. Nah, it's the complete opposite. Think of a tall black man with four heads. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. This is angels. Go ahead.
And everyone had four wings.
Everyone have four wings. Meaning it's wings that point out behind each head. You understand what I'm saying? That's how powerful this thing is. This thing is a terrible thing to see. This isn't supposed to be pleasant. Okay, all right. Esau tries to describe it either like Terminator or aliens. And the reason why he does that is because he wants you to think of the angels of the Most High as the enemy. Because you think the angels of the Most High are little Edomite babies that float on clouds and eat Twinkies and little Debbie cakes. That's the concept that he pushes to us through the Catholic Church. Meanwhile, he wants us to the real image. How does he want us to look at that? Like a threat. You see Independence Day? Right. The chariot come. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, we gotta fight against this. Okay. The aliens coming, they step out, and it's an all-out war. And Esau at the end of his movie, somehow he gonna beat he gonna beat the angels of the Most High. That's exactly what he's saying. And he has to write it like that. Why? He has to write it like that because he's trying to do what? To fight against the Most High. Right.
Trick us.
To trick us. How does Esau think of himself? Thank you, brother. So he think he's gonna write a book. Oh, you got the Bible? No sweat, buddy. I'll write my own movie. Yeah, we're gonna win in this one. But this book, he don't win. Okay, keep going.
Verse 7. And their feet were straight feet.
Uh-huh.
And the soles of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
Okay.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Uh-oh. We're learning something here. Okay. Their feet were straight feet. And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot. What does that mean? Y'all got any questions? Pop them in.
That's not human?
It's not human. Okay. How does a calf's foot look?
Like
You got it.
Like it's like bent at like an angle a little bit.
It's bent at an angle a little bit. Okay. What else?
And it has hoofs.
Yes. And what does it look like? got a split in it.
Yeah, like a split.
I wonder what they're called. There they go. That's what it looked like. All right, I'm gonna show them online. I'm gonna let y'all see it. You know the samurai shoes. Those is what they had on their feet. There you go, your Kwajaza. Ninja boots. Okay, that's where they got that concept from. That's where they got it from. All right. There we go. Okay, y'all see that? Let's see if we can get over here. Don't that look like a calf's foot? Okay, that's why I say straight. Okay, feet were straight feet, and the soles of the feet was like the sole of a calf's foot. Okay, we see this part right here. See how it is? Okay, don't a calf's foot look different on the bottom? Okay, and then it has that split in it. Go ahead.
It's like, I don't know, for some, maybe because the purpose we were just talking about, I was thinking of like a goat leg. You know how they be having in the movie?
Yeah.
Like half goat, half man.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't thinking that it's that soul. So I was talking about the body.
That's right. And the reason why you was thinking like that, and it's good that you're bringing that up for edification to the class so that everybody knows. It's good you bringing that up, is because we were taught certain things so wrong that it's going to be hard to break until you get to the scripture and get the scripture breakdown. So many things. Okay, that's Greek mythology, right? What is it called? I forget the name of it, but it's a goat man. Okay, and the movie Percy Jackson, they had the Jake play it, and this Jake, he Israel, he not in the truth. Brandon Jackson, right? Okay. He played that goat man. He was goat a man at the top, a man's head, man's arms, man's torso, man's stomach, all that. And then when it got right here, his legs were goat's legs. When he walked funny, he walked with that little goat bop. Right, okay? That's what they wanted to push in our minds, so that every time we read the scriptures or every time we have any idea, you know how hard it is to break? There is no apple in the garden. You know how hard that is to break? You're not going to know it until when? Till you come into here. Because all your life, you're thinking it's an apple that Eve ate. You're thinking that it's a snake hanging from a tree. You're thinking that Adam and Eve walking around butt naked with their genitalias out. What kind of sense does that make? That makes no sense. That's Esau's world, because he's just barbaric. He's a cave animal. He's disgusting. He is the goat. Remember General Muhammad brought that out? When people talk about Baphomet, it's just talking about the white man. Okay? Because he just has that look about him. When the scriptures say separate the sheep from the goat, right? It's just talking about him. Because he looked like a goat. Okay? All right? It's nothing too heavy. And once you put it together, you go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. We would be naked? No. Esau loves being naked. Esau loved being naked. He got that show, Naked and Afraid, where he dropped you off on an island just naked. What kind of stupid sense does that make? The first thing that you're going to try to do is cover yourself up. Cover yourself up. Esau loves that. And I'll be saying there, I changed to it, and I got to turn it quick. Because I'm just like, what is the point of this? They are just sexual deviants. They just love to see somebody naked or in some sexual position. Just love it. And they put it on TV. It's like, yo, what was the point of that? Okay, this is the foot. See the sole? That's how it's built. Okay? All right? Like a ninja boot. And this does something strategically. It's like that for a purpose. Okay? Because you want to have that soul like that. Why you want to have the soul like that? No, Yahya. I'm talking about that thick soul or something strong at the bottom.
So you can move on alternative terrain.
Say it again.
So you can move on alternative terrain.
Very good. Why?
Because you gotta run.
Or what? Because these angels ain't running.
You get up on somebody.
Thank you. Thank you. You want a tough bottom so you can stomp somebody out. Okay? The angels is about war. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna run. They running to kick ass. You get what I mean? The angels is like this right now. Like the angels is being held back. Just imagine this big chain holding the angels back. And they just like on go. Now y'all got, you deal with dogs. All right? I saw him the other day. I didn't even know that was him. He had an igloo on. I don't know what was going on. But you gotta, if the dog want to attack something, how is it on that chain though, y'all? You got, say it again? Yeah. Because he like that. All his muscle and energy is ready. They ready to run and fight. So everything about the angels is about war. Okay? All right? Even when they go and give a message, they still like giving a message about war. You get what I'm saying? And the purpose is to what? When the angel came to Yahweh, when it came to Joseph about Yahweh, when you read in Luke, right, and you read about the description that Mary got and Joseph got, it was like to protect his people from their enemies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't Christmas coming up, right? So Esau gonna make it like, oh, it's a little boy in a manger. Oh, it's so cute. It was like, Phobia, like, we got our champion here. We about to rule. Like, yes, we get to defeat our enemies. This Bible is about war. The angels about war. So read that one more time for me. Verse 7.
Verse 7. And their feet were straight feet, and the soles of their feet was like the sole of a cast wood.
Yeah.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Ooh. Like what?
Like the color of burnished brass.
Like what?
Like the color of burnished brass.
The color is burnished brass. Thank you. Say it again.
Black.
Right.
Dark,
yeah. Burnished brass is black. Or dark brown. Their feet. This is their feet now. That is heavy. That's important. The angels are black men. The angels are black men. Okay? So it's that important and that's serious. And we have to know that these angels are the Most High. They look like this because they look terrible. It's like when they see us, right? They want us to change our clothes out because they feel we would get more people. Okay? You see all the spikes and the studs. You see the leather. You see the fringes. You see just everything just tough. And everybody look at that and they go, well, why don't you guys like soften it up to be more welcoming? Beard on your face. We don't even get edge ups. So just imagine how people perceive us. Like they rough. So how do you think the angels look when the Lord created them like that? All right. Okay. So that's that breakdown. Your quad is up. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions, precepts?
question about the scripture.
Please, brother.
John 15 and 16.
Okay. Call it one more time.
It's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 16.
All right. Slacking.
Verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye shall go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
Okay. Anything specific, or you just went to, go ahead.
Is this like talking about in the latter days, like now the days we living in now, like us waking up to who we truly are, and not being asleep?
Okay, when you say the latter days, what you mean?
Like us now more so instead of them back then. When they say you have chosen me, or you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Okay. We are the latter days, right? Okay. Got that. We the latter days. All right.
But I mean, like as far as not knowing who we are.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how we didn't know who we were, and then now we know who we are. If that's talking about that.
Okay. So you knew I was getting ready to talk about regeneration. Okay. Okay. He's talking to the same people. He's talking to the same people today that he was talking to back then.
Okay.
You got it? Okay. And then what's a general concept about the Bible?
That's for everybody.
Everybody who?
Everybody believes.
Who though? Israel, right?
Israel.
Okay. Okay. You know you Israel. Okay. You don't know who you was back then, but one thing for sure, you know you are Israelite. So whoever you was talking to back then was Israel. And whoever he's talking to, when you read it now, that's you for now. Okay? All right? So whenever he's talking in these scriptures, he's talking to them and he's talking to you. Always.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? Why is that? Go to you can answer it, but go to John chapter 1.
He said he changed not.
Yeah. Why? Finish that up. He changed not what? You paraphrasing it.
He said he the same as he was yesterday, today, and forever.
That's it. Right. Remember, he said, "Lo, I come in the volume of the book." All right. Okay. Now, Yahawashi is the first creator. All right. So whenever he was talking with that authority. Okay. Because he was the first created. Now, he's the first created, but he's only for Israel and he's from Israel. So he's talking specifically to a group of people, Israel. All right. And at any time, any purpose, any place, that's why the I.S.U.P.K is called Israelite School of Universal Practical, because universally we can do this anywhere at any time. The Bible is timeless, like we said. You paraphrase the scripture, he's the same today, yesterday, and forever. Right? Okay. Lo, I come in the volume of the book. This book never changes. All right. So just like the book never changes, it's going to the same people. That's the whole concept is still the same. Okay. Always have been. All right. What I wanted you to grab real quick.
John 1.
Yeah. Verse 3. No, go ahead with one.
It's the book of John, chapter 1, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That's
a whole breakdown right there where everybody gets twisted and confused, and they love to say what? That God and Jesus is the same thing. When it's saying it's not the same thing. And the Word was God, all right? Word was with God, all right? Okay, a lot of people don't understand the concept of God, the word, the definition of God, okay, and the power that it possesses, all right? Keep going.
The same, verse 2, the same was in the beginning with God.
Keep going.
Verse 3, all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made.
Yeah. You see that? So that's saying those same things that he created, he's speaking to the same people, even in here, even when he was talking to the disciples. All right. Because he always said to the disciples, the regeneration. Okay. He's going to meet up with you in the regeneration. But this is for those that follow him. Go to verse 8 in John chapter 15. Go to verse 8.
John chapter 15, verse 8. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples.
What makes you a disciple?
Following Mashiach.
Read verse 8 again.
Here, verse 8. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples.
What makes you a disciple? According to this verse.
You bear fruit.
As you bear fruit. Okay. How do you bear fruit? What's one of the major ways you bear fruit? How do you bear fruit?
By keeping the commandments.
That's true. But just think of it in the physical form. Right. How do we bear fruit then? You plant what?
Seed.
What is a seed? For us.
The word.
Nope. Think of it in the physical. You thinking of it deep.
Fruit.
Nope. Who was we talking about before we started class? Your daughter.
Yeah, okay.
Is your daughter your seed? Yeah. You see how heavy this is? Like, okay. The way you produce fruit is, you're right, spiritually, right? And what you produce, how you act. Okay. All right. It shows what tree you come from. Okay. An apple tree is going to produce the fruit of an apple tree. All right. If you have rotten apples, it's like the tree is rotten. Okay. All right. That's a bad tree. People don't want to deal with that tree because all the apples are rotten from it. That's wickedness. But also, it's in the physical form, bringing people into the truth, or just when you think about regeneration and us coming back, you're going to come back through your seed, for your seed line. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll always be in existence. You understand what I mean? Okay. But also, you shall know you shall be my disciples. Go ahead, verse 9.
Verse 9. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love.
This is what you was talking about. The commandments, right? That's the fruit. Okay. The commandments is given to all Israel, not just who you're talking to here. You understand what I'm saying? So who's all of Israel? When Israel, any Israelite is keeping the commandments and following the law, statutes, and commandments, doing what this Bible says to do, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. Now you're part of that tree. Now you're part of that fruit. Now you're part of that body. Now you're part of him. Because you're an Israelite already, but you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So this is to you. Keep going.
Verse 11. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be fulfilled.
Okay, drop down. Select you. Drop down and go back to verse 16.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Why is he saying that? Why is he saying that? Now we got that out the way. Why is he saying, you haven't chosen me, I've chosen you? Why is he saying that?
I don't know. This was my other part of the question. What is it like against the free will doctrine?
This battle, this goes against free will doctrine. Yeah.
Against the free will doctrine?
Yeah. Why?
Because it was written.
Written what? What did I say? What did I say? What precept did I paraphrase about Yahweh Shah?
In the beginning?
He did what?
Created everything.
He created everything. He already created you. You understand what I'm saying? He already created you. No man knows, right? Right? But it's of the Father that will it. He puts it inside of you. You get what I'm saying? Okay? That's how powerful this thing is. And it's like this. He's saying this because he's saying this to be like, to let you know there's something greater than you. You know what I'm saying? I just imagine somebody saying what he said. You have not chosen me, but I've chosen you. Because you are to think through Christianity, through religion, you are to think that you found this, or you ever heard people say that? I found the Lord. I gave my life to the Lord. They make the Most High seem secondary, or you know what I'm saying? Or like equal to their strength. They make Yahweh Shai seem like he's just a friend that, you came across them. You did this and you did that. It's deeper than that. Nah, you don't have no power or control. Remember when we was talking, you was like, yo, it wasn't nothing else I could do but come to the truth. Right? You had no choice. What choice do you have? They ask us all the time. Captain Tazariak said it to Sanetta a couple weeks ago, or last week, or a couple weeks ago. It was heavy. Sanetta was like, what can I do, or what can I say, or what can happen to make you put that shield down, to make you leave the I.S.U.P.K, to make you denounce that you were Israelite? Captain Tazariak talked about Napoleon. When Napoleon crossed over the frozen tundra to go fight the Russians, all his soldiers was tired, freezing, starving. Some of them started to eat the horses. You understand what I'm saying? The biscuits was so, they had to put little biscuits inside of their uniforms. And they was frozen rock solid if anybody had one left. It was hard for them to start fires. All the soldiers was trying to convince Napoleon, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. You know what Napoleon did? No, y'all, what did Napoleon do?
He kept on.
Right. What did he do that was behind him? He burnt all the bridges to get back. Ain't no other way. You understand what I'm saying? He burnt those bridges. It's certain things that you did, you burned those bridges, but it's like you had no other choice. There was nothing else you could do. Meaning you didn't do it. The Most High did it. You couldn't do it. It's like, what? What you talking about? I'm trying to remember where this precept is. I think it's in Deuteronomy or Numbers. Yeah, choose life or death, right? Yeah, Deuteronomy. I'm gonna read it real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 30. I'm gonna just read it real quick. You wanna grab it? Okay. I think this is it. Is this it? This might not be it. Hold on 1 second. Might be another piece. Let me check this. Oh, yeah, it's 19. Read verse 19.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
Like people, like when you were talking about free will, right? Like people like to say free will, and we have the choice, and we can choose. Yo, what are you talking about? Death isn't a choice. Death means you done, right? So the Most High is saying choose life or death. Death isn't a choice. You ain't got no choice. Right or wrong. The Most High said live. Once you come to that point, you like, Yahweh Shai chose me. Because if you wanted to, you would still be doing the same thing. If I wanted to, I'd still be doing the same thing. It's like something that's greater than us, and we understand it, and we like, oh, just let it go. I don't have any other choice. I can't picture myself. Just imagine the people that would look at you if you was like, yeah, let me take this shield off. Yeah, this is fake. I don't know. Yeah, I ain't dealing with this no more. How would everybody look at you? That's what I be thinking. Like, what? I can't. You ever like a child? Like, I can't go home, man. I can't go home like this. Knowing that I just got beat up, knowing that I just got embarrassed, I can't go home. Like, you can't live. You just know you're going to have a life or death. So, Yahweh Shai saying, you didn't choose this. I chose you. And that's what makes it even more important. And we got chose by Yahweh Shai Mashiach. That's this oath and this honor that we have because it's something great that's unexplainable. Like he chose me. Who am I? Excuse my language. Who am I but a piece of shit that don't deserve? But he chose me. That's deep. You understand what I'm saying? Like he chose me. Read it again.
Verse 16.
Call it again, the chapter.
We want to go back to Deuteronomy?
No, John.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye shall go and bring forth fruit.
Yeah, man. You can't, listen. People wonder why we love what we love so much in the I.S.U.P.K. Why y'all keep saying commandments? Why y'all keep saying the I.S.U.P.K? Why you keep saying UPK this? Why? Because I didn't choose it. It chose me. And I was ordained in here. Like I'm given a responsibility in here. A slavery is a slavery. You know, people go to their slavery, they be like locked in it. You can get fired from that. And people don't give a damn, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? A career, all that. But this truth, man, read it again from the top, Papa Kushar, brother.
Verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Keep going.
And ordained you that ye shall go forth.
Who ordained you? Who ordained you? Yeah, man pours the oil over your head. Yeah, you get the prayers from the priest. But you here because of what? Yahweh Shai chose you to be here. He designated you to be here. So you got an oath to keep. You was raised up for a purpose. That ye shall what?
Go and bring forth fruit.
That you shall go and bring forth fruit. This ain't the Christian church. Christian church is a piece of trash. And I say it proudly. You know why? Because what can you do in the Christian church?
Whatever you want.
Thank you. All you got to do is show up Sunday and pay tithes. Or give a double tithes for a donation. You have no obligation in the Christian church. It doesn't make you responsible and accountable. It doesn't have you to keep laws, statutes, and commandments. You don't have to change your life. You just show up on Sunday. You show up whenever the hell you feel like it. That's because why? Yahweh Shai did not choose them. Yahweh Shai did not choose them in that Christian church. He did not want them. Deion Sanders is not chosen by Yahweh Shai. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example for what he said today. What he said today when he sat down, the reporter tried to get him. Oh, he got him. He said, how do you feel? I'm paraphrasing. He said, how do you feel? I hope I can find it. How do you feel coming to Colorado State, but coming from a place that's so different? Whoa, the white man is sneaky, ain't he? Mm-hmm. So different. What you mean different? Because you know you were there and you had these goals there and all this thing, and now you're at a place that's different. You know what Deion Sanders said? People are saying that I'm against the African-American community. I ain't against the African-American community. If you realize, I'm African-American myself. Whenever you hear somebody say that, they're a snake. I heard somebody say, I ain't racist against black people. I'm black myself. What? Well, I think they all know that you're black, Deion Sanders. But what he said was, my purpose isn't just for young black men. I did that. I helped those young black men out. But God moves you from place to place, from faith to faith, so that you can help everybody out. And we can all work together.
Sound like them.
Say that one more time.
Sound like them. Sound like them.
And the reason why Deion Sanders said that is because he's a Christian. And he's not an officer. He's not a trooper in the I.S.U.P.K. He's not an officer or a captain. He's not a student in the I.S.U.P.K. He's not a general. He's nothing in the I.S.U.P.K. He's not a person that truly follows and believes this Bible. He follows Christianity. So he can say, it's to get everybody together. Colorado State and Jackson State. Do you know where Jackson State University is?
In Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you, brother. What's the poorest city in America?
That's them, right?
Say it.
That's the Jackson, Mississippi.
Give him a hand. Jackson, Mississippi is the poorest city in America. You think Colorado State will have the same issues as Jackson State? You think they're dealing with the same people? Come from the same, these people. And then I heard somebody say, well, it's black people that play on the team too. Well, he need to go up there and recruit them to go to an HBCU. Should he? Shouldn't you say all black people just go to HBCUs then? He made the team 12-0. He pulled it from the gutter. He put his money into the school. At $29.5 million, looking good, though. The incentives. You know what Jerry Jones said last week? Jerry Jones said, Deion Sanders, he looks like he could be an NFL NFL coach. Yeah, he's lining it up. Lining it up for perfect timing. Right after Jerry Jones' picture comes out of him blocking black people from going to school. Right? So Deion Sanders goes to Colorado. He should have stayed at the school, man. The all-black school. I mean, he's a grown man. He make the decision where he want to go. He want to have a slave wherever he want to go, whatever. But his ideal behind it is Christianity. And you Christians are what makes black men, black leadership disgusting because they follow Christianity. They want to love everybody except themselves. God damn, can we love ourselves for 1 minute? We can't do it, can we, y'all? As soon as you bring it up, oh, don't do that. The white man too. Shut up. Like, damn, do you feed your own kids? Or do you just go outside looking for white kids to feed them first? Go ahead.
Like I think I seen Jerry Jones say something. What he said? Deion got the potential to be an NFL coach.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, he said that. He said that right before Deion took to Colorado, because down the line, What Jerry Jones going to say? He tried to cover himself up. He not racist. He think Deion Sanders will be a great coach, right? So he tried to cover it up real quick, and he going to use Deion. And then down the line, if he need it, when the pressure come on, he's going to say, yeah, give Deion the job. Let him be a coach. See, this is what makes I.S.U.P.K different, is because we turned it down or we rejected it. The men that come in here were chosen by Yahawashi. You rejected things that everybody else wouldn't. Not because it's your own will, because you was chosen. Read it again.
Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that you shall go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain.
And that what?
And that your fruit shall remain.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Yahweh? Because remember, this is talking to us. It's talking to any Israelite.
Is it talking about our generation? Like our kids?
And that your fruit should remain. What does that say? This has been Israelites after he said this, before he said this, and Israelites all the way up till us. So not the generation remain. What is he saying?
The work you do.
Right. What?
It's not remain.
What does that mean?
It's going to still be in the earth, like people still going to talk about it.
Which means what? I'm trying to get to it. Okay. Some people come into the truth. And what? What did Nate do? He laughed. He laughed. He laughed. Meaning Yahawashi never chose him to be in it. Because what? You would remain. You see the scripture right there? Hey, Nahar Yala. Nahar Yala got it. You're going to remain. Read it again from the top.
Verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
And ordained you, that ye shall go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain.
That your fruit shall remain. Like you said, them works, you're going to remain in the truth. Them works going to remain in the school. It's going to have a point and a purpose up in here. It will remain. Right? It's a point and a purpose to this. And you're going to remain. He that what? Endureth to the end. Revelation chapter 2, verse 26, is it? Right?
I believe so.
Or 12. Right? Or you're going to remain until the end. Until the end. And what happens? Keep going.
That whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
What is that saying? What is Yahawashi saying?
Whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. You talking about prayers?
Danisha, you're right. Leave the truth. Yep. You're talking about your prayers, right? When you ask of the Father. But he says in my name, right? Okay? He says in my name, why? What do we know about Yahawashi and the Father?
He's the mediator.
Okay. Yep. He's the mediator. Because what? Because what?
Because he was cut off.
Right. But why is he the mediator?
Because he didn't use the Son.
Okay. He's the begotten Son. Yeah. Right. He did the will of the Father, right? That's what it's talking about. Okay. He did the will of the Father. Okay. Remember it said keep my commandments and everything. Remember, he did the will of the Father. He and the Father are one. He's the mediator. He and the Father are one in the sense that they're on the same page. Okay. Now he's saying, I chose you. Whatever you ask of the Father, you ask in my name. And he may give it to you because I chose you.
I'm going to be on the same page.
Right. It's going to be on the same page that you asking, but you can't get it by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. You have to go through who chose you. All right. This is why Yahawashi is so hardcore, because Yahawashi is so hardcore. He has to present us to the Father. So he can't present something that's trash. He can't present a quitter or a failure. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's not going to do it. He'll just reject you and won't take you to the Father. You know what I'm saying? You'll be with the rest. He'll just throw you in the fire with everybody else. But because he chose you, this is the honor that we have to have until Yahawashi. This honor is deep and serious. This is an oath unto death. Like, this is serious because he chose you. So just think of that. Like, he chose me out of everybody. I'm in here. So many people that should be in here or could be in here, but they're not because he didn't choose them. Now, he's saying, you faithful unto the end, I'll present you to my Father. Not because you can do anything about it. There's nothing we can do about it. It's because he's one with the Father and he chose you. So your honor and your loyalty got to be deep. It's got to be serious. This ain't no Bible study. You understand what I'm saying? Brother, you the trooper. Trooper came in class. Give it up for it. He came in the class. He said, let me get the broom. Because you're seeing the honor behind it. You're not seeing the bullshit behind it and being corny and all this other shit. Excuse my language. But you understand what I'm saying. You're seeing that there's something that's deeper than me. This ain't Bible study. This ain't a break. This ain't a men's group. Christian churches be having men's group and shit. Excuse my language. Men's group. This ain't for play. This ain't a hobby. This is because we ordained, man. We set up by the Most High. Yahawashi chose us. So we got this honor to him, this commitment, this loyalty. We're going to have to hold it down. Can't see no other way. And when we do, he's saying, I'll present you to the Father. Whatever you ask in my name, you may give it. In my name, meaning through this work. This is our dedication. So when you pray it or when you asking the Father or something in the name of Yahawashi Mashiach, you're going to see things be done because of you keeping the commandments. You keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You being one with Yahawashi. You being a part of this brotherhood. All right. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's that. But the first part, yeah, it is us. It's to every Israelite. All right. This book is all for all of us, for everybody that's an Israelite. Okay. This book is for you. You're called to do it. You see the scripture that is talking to you. Even if he didn't choose you, he's calling you. Remember, Paul said in Romans chapter 11, verse 26, he said, it is for my desire that all Israel be saved. That's Yahawashi. He wants all Israel to be saved. Meaning, this whole book is for everybody that's an Israelite at this time, because this is the time. You understand? You got some crazy groups, man. You got some crazy groups, huh? They believe in some stuff like this ain't for us. You don't keep the laws now. You keep the laws then. You don't do this. You know how holy they IUIC, they get ready to go into that whole thing. Watch of not keeping them because they said, they use multiple wives, right? They go, oh, you can't do that now. You gotta wait till the kingdom. And watch what's gonna start to creep in. Well, these laws, you can't keep these laws. I heard somebody say something about a law. He said, how y'all keep them laws, man? You got mold in your house? You're not supposed to have mold in your house. And I was like, I don't know what you talking about. This Bible is for me. This Bible is for us right now. This ain't no spooky book that's of the past. It's for right now. It's the same. All right, Salakia. You got more to it? Go ahead.
Yeah, you got Old Testament only. See, like when I first came to the awareness of Israel,
yeah,
I used to just watch debates.
Yeah.
To see where our mindset at. Like you got people who believe in the scriptures, but they don't believe in YAHANNA. Like they just flat out, the scriptures, they know the David, the son of David, but they cannot believe in YAHANNA. They can't see him.
Why? Who they trying to be? Who they trying to be?
I don't know.
Remember we talked about it a couple of weeks ago? Who they trying to be?
They're trying to be
Jewish.
Yeah, okay.
Old Testament Israelites, they just want to be Jewish. That's all they are. Ben Ami took a group of people, a bunch of us from Chicago, from the Midwest. He took a bunch of us over to Ghana, and after a couple of years, took a bunch of us over to Dimona, Israel. Why? You know what I saw the other day? I saw a protest. against the Palestinians. The Palestinians was protesting the Israelis. And I saw the Israeli military. Do you know it's Jake in that Israeli military? You know why? Go ahead.
It's like because of him.
Ben Ami, what?
Because when they first got there, they made them, the Jewish people made them convert.
Yep, made them convert to Judaism, but not just Judaism, but to be an Israeli citizen. And your son has to join the military. They want to be Jewish. They want to be Jewish, man. Old Testament Israelites want to be Jewish. And they find themselves really acting like Jewish people. And the wickedness of Jewish people, them Old Testament Israelites act just that way. They be wicked as hell. What's that one cat name? Nasi? I think it's Nasi. He was just with some Old Testament group. Yeah, man, molesting little girls and all types of stuff. Came out. Nobody seen him. They tried to hide him. Captain Tazariak was like, y'all trying to hide him? They was trying to hide him. Why? He's being just like a Jewish man. You know how they wear them little kufis? Them little yarmulkes. They got a kufi on because they want a little yarmulke. All they did was freak out their little yarmulke and make it a kufi. They just want to be Jewish. So they in the Old Testament because oh, that's nice too. Oh, that's how it is. I like what they saying. Ooh, them people got money and power and they doing it because they Jewish. And that's what they get into. Bivens left that. Bivens said, nah, y'all not the Jews. We the only Jews. You get what I'm saying? Nah, man. Nah. I seen what Israelites look like. I seen the angels. I seen this and that. People get mad at us for our breakdowns and how we dress and how we, because it's not Jewish. You understand what I'm saying? They want to be Jewish. A lot of people just want to be Jewish. They want the religion aspect of Judaism. That's the Old Testament. Okay. But why did you say that? I'm sorry.
Because it's like as many other you talking about the beliefs. Saying this different crazy beliefs out there.
Oh yeah.
And that to me is the craziest one.
Yeah.
Because if you got these scriptures and you read these scriptures, then I ain't doing what they do to me, to you.
Yep.
I just see a house, right? Like you said, like I don't have no choice.
Yeah.
What am I just keep saying that again?
Yeah.
I gotta come to class. Got to.
That's why they want to do it. Like you said, you can just sit. You be Old Testament Israelite and just sit at the crib. You can be a Christian and just sit at the crib. Okay, you can hear what somebody's saying, and then you believe it just because it feels comfortable to you, because you chose it. You chose to be a part of this group or that group. You chose it. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't choose this. It chose me. You ever hear people say that? It's because it's deeper than that. Something they can't damn near explain. All right. Yep. Okay, any other questions? The questions are, you had one other question, right? Oh, it's 8:55? Yo, I'll be bugging. I ain't touch on nothing. I can't believe it's 8:55. What's wrong with me, man? I gotta change I gotta get something going on, man. I need a clock up here. I got the clock. I broke it. I got a clock. I'm gonna hang right there above the door. It's a clock that goes right above that door. It's supposed to be right there so I can see it. That's crazy. I didn't know it was 8:55. Okay, let me just get homophobia then. Let me just get homophobia. Salakia. Because the sisters they didn't ask those questions. So I'm gonna get homophobia. I'm gonna get Boosie Sarara now, Salakia says. Let me get homophobia real quick because I got it pulled up. Oh, you had something?
I was just saying that. Now that was good scripture right now.
Yeah, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Yeah, I just be like, hey, I ain't know the time went like that. Okay. All right. The sister had asked about homophobia, and you can't speak against the LGBTQ like that, right? It's crazy. Okay. This is how you manipulate a people. Just like what we went over with Kyrie and Kanye, right? We just went over this with Kyrie and Kanye, anti-Semitism. And everybody had to go to the definition in the dictionary as to what it meant. Because people were accusing Kyrie and Kanye of being anti-Semitic. When they just want power over something, they'll just say that you racist, right? And not even give a definition for it, like the term homophobia. Homophobia doesn't make any sense, the term, for what it's truly supposed to mean. This is what homophobia means, right? I type it in on Google. Homophobia says dislike of or prejudice against gay people. That's homophobia, right? Okay. What's the definition for phobia? Very good, brother. Phobia, okay, comes from the Latin, the Greek, an extreme or irrational fear of or aversion to something. You have a fear of it. Now, you can't speak against the LGBTQ because they want you to fear them. Homophobia really isn't supposed to say a dislike or hate towards gays. That's what it says. But the word homophobia really means that you're afraid of homosexuals. And in the I.S.U.P.K, we're not afraid of no goddamn body. We're not afraid of homosexuals. Now they'll label and say, you have a homophobia. No, I'm not afraid of gay people. But they want you to feel that way or people to think that because they want control over you. They want to control the language. They want to control the philosophy. They want to control the concept. So the LGBTQ has this great push because they have political power. The sister asked about that question. It's about politics. And because so many LGBTQ people run things in politics and got their money invested in this and that, you can't speak against them. You can't speak against them. Because if you speak against them, what are you doing? What are you stopping when you speak against LGBTQ? What are you stopping? What's some of the things you're stopping? If the sister's still online, what's some of the things arachnophobia, scared of spiders, right? Now, sister said fear of something. Very good, sister. Okay. When we speak against the LGBTQ, what are you speaking against? What is it that we're speaking against? Anything, y'all. Sin.
Sin.
Okay. What's sin specifically?
Homosexuality.
Homosexuality, which is what?
Sodomy.
Sodomy, which is what?
Men should not live with mankind.
That's right. Okay. Men should not live with them. What else are we speaking against?
The rich.
Yeah, but we'll just speak against the rich. But if we speak against the LGBTQ, what are we? Stop that nasty influencing. Right. Now, Anisha Jones, who are they influencing? Let's see if the sister can get it. Who are they influencing? Oh, Sarara and I got it. There y'all go. There y'all go. The sister got it. She said our children. And Sarara and I said pedophilia. Because how can LGBTQ, how can it continue to live and to thrive? If okay, our children are going to have our beliefs, right? Our children will be raised as to what we believe in and what we follow. Because they are children. like we said, we ain't got no choice. You want to do this. Just like we what? We ain't have no choice but to go to church. You wanted to sleep? Ain't no sleeping. You remember sleeping on the pews like this and getting popped? You had to stay awake for church. You had to be involved. Church. Oh my gosh. You be in church all day. Why? You had no choice. Had gospel music blasting in the house? Whoa, the gospel music used to blast. My grandmother used to blast it out. You think they bumping speakers in their systems and their whips? My grandma used to blast that. I'm coming up on the right side. I'm telling you, boy, you just be like, I couldn't say, can you turn it down, please? I couldn't say, put on another album, change the station. What? You crazy? You gotta listen to it. Because you influence your children. So homosexual, why? Because the reason why you influence your child is because it will carry on and on and on and on and on and on. That's how a belief carries on. Because every Catholic takes their children to Catholic church. Every Muslim takes their Muslim children to the mosque. Every I.S.U.P.K, we bring them to the I.S.U.P.K. So what the LGBTQ does, because they can't have children, they can't produce children, they want to influence your child. And what taught them about being lesbian, gay, and bisexual? What taught them that? She said, I slept in there like a newborn. You check. What taught them that? What taught them to be LGBT? Somebody hit it right on the head. What taught them to be gay? What taught a lot of people to be gay? Disney movies? Nope. Disney movies made them accepted.
Oh, celebrities.
Nope. Celebrities make them accepted. What taught them to be gay? This is horrible. I just gave y'all the answer. This is horrible. What taught them to be gay? The government? Nope. The government just influences it. Makes it okay. So rah, being molested, being raped. Some sexual trauma as a child forces people to be gay or bisexual or a lesbian. Ask a stripper in the strip club. Ask her if she was molested as a child. I guarantee 90% of them will tell you they had some sexual trauma. Ask a hoe. She's going to tell you she had some sexual trauma as a child, some horrible experience, what she saw, what happened to her. She's going to say it. Ask that man that's gay. He's going to tell you. 90% of all gay people was molested. So what happens is they molest them, and then they need to influence them to keep them in it, so that way they don't speak against it. Y'all get what I'm saying? So the LGBTQ wants to keep influence, keep pushing this, and you can't speak against it because you're going to take off it. You're going to cut them off from being nothing. Because if all of them just go on and say, you know how they all like to say, it's our bedroom, it's our choice. We're not forcing this on anybody else. We just want you to accept us. That's a goddamn lie. That's a lie. Dwayne son, we was getting ready to talk about Lil Boosie and Gabrielle Union, right? Because Gabrielle Union taking shots at Lil Boosie, saying, oh, he always talking about penis. Maybe he got something going on. No, you got something going on. You made you took an 11-year-old to a gay parade? What the hell? They naked at gay parades. That's disgusting. What 11-year-old knows anything about sex? Children aren't supposed to know about sex. They're supposed to know about cartoons and toys because they won't understand the cartoon. You understand what I'm saying? They'll see the cartoon like Lion King, right? Remember Lion King? And they slowed it down for me later, years later, when they was rolling around in the flowers and you look up in the stars and it says sex or something, right? Right? I ain't never seen it. They showed the Mickey Mouse. He had his rod poking holes in the cheese. They said Ren and Stimpy having gay sex. They be showing SpongeBob and stuff. I don't know. I watched all of them. But we didn't get it or it didn't click. Because the Most High saved us from having this horrible demon on us. But those things are just supposed to make the demon click on you. You know what I'm saying? And ignite the demon. That's the influence. But they want us to stop speaking against them because they wouldn't be anymore. They'll just go off and die. The Lord tried to show that to them in the 80s when all of them was dying of cat dog, right, sis? Dying of AIDS. Everybody was like, oh, it's over. They all gonna die of AIDS. No, they had to influence your child. Right? They had to come for our children. Okay? That's how they make a next generation. They can't do it like how we do it. We have a woman, we have sex with a woman, we produce children. Okay? All right. Okay, so Rara, now put that on my page, all right? Okay? That way it's not in a class, all right? So Rara, now the water though. We're doing the head pieces. Put that on my page, Baba Kushab, okay? All right. So that was that. So that goes into the Lil Boosie and Gabrielle Union. I won't go too much because Commander General YAHANNA's radio show tonight. But Lil Boosie, because Lil Boosie never really said anything like, all he kept stressing was, don't have that boy have no sex change. You see Zion? His name's Zion. They changed his name to Zion. He looked like a straight up female. They giving him pills. I don't know if they cut his rod off or not. Cut his rod off, everything. It's like, damn, relax. Because you know there are stories that's coming out of transgenders and all this sex, popping all the pills. You know they're coming out now going, I wish I never did that. They're being forced to do it. Dwayne Wade is horrible. His baby mama was right. Yo, I'm so disappointed in Dwayne Wade. He took back calling his son a son. Because there was articles of him in ESPN 15 years ago, where he was like, I'm a black father trying to take care of my sons, man. He was battling in court to get custody. And the mother kept saying, no, something wrong with Dwayne. Something wrong with Dwayne. And I'm going against her like, nah, man, let the brother get his sons. Dwayne took back, oh, I apologize because I was calling calling Zion. I was calling. I'm just saying what he said. I was calling Zion a boy, and it was a girl all along. What? What is you talking about? Well, he started to identify Alicia Keys. She was trying to do it with Swiss Beats, her and Swiss Beats son. She gonna take the boy to the nail salon, and he wanted to get his nails painted. I told him that's all right if he did, and I sat him up there and let him get his nails painted. Why? If your child playing with fire, you don't just let him play with fire. What do? You correct them and tell them you're not supposed to do that. What you do is tell a boy, you don't do that. That's what boys do. Tell a girl, you don't do that. That's what girls do. Right? Go ahead.
Young Jeezy too. He had a baby, and him and his girl. He go to Moabite. They said that it ain't a gender. They're gonna let the baby choose his gender by the time they choose. So right now they're gonna dress him like a boy one day, and then a girl the next day. Man.
And that's supposed to be a thug drug dealer. Jesus is supposed to be a hardcore gangster that will shoot your car up, that sends out hitters and murderers to go murder his ops and his rival rappers. He literally sent somebody to kill Gucci. Literally did. Paid somebody to go kill this man. And he gets with a Moabite woman. We need cancel culture. We need the real cancel culture. That's why the sister brought that up about the LGBTQ. Oh, they don't want you to speak out. We speak out against everything that's wicked. Sorry. You want to marry a Moabite? Jeezy, you wrong for that, homie. I know it stank up in that house. He got that big mansion. I know it stank up in there. I know it smelled like shrimp and rat water. Like, I could just imagine. I saw this clip of her before she had the baby, like trying to take care of a baby. She ain't know what to do. She was dropping the baby. I'm looking at Jeezy like, you dumb. You stupid. I do, yeah, man. How could you be with a Moabite woman? Like, I don't know, man. You just hurry up and buy it. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. What the heck? Off the chain out. Shalakia. You right. And then you get inside your mind, what happened to Solomon? Didn't that happen to Solomon? With strange women, he started letting women tell him who to worship and how to live. Dwayne Wade, he get with Gabrielle Union. Now he's supposed to be open and free. And Gabrielle Union did put out this book. And in the book, she talk about how they have sex. And all this gay stuff that she do to Dwayne Wade. In the book. And he just accepted. I'm like, yo, what? What's going on? What happened to us, man? That ain't us. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all check out Commanding General Yahanna's radio show, Black Watch News. Commanding General Yahanna, YAHANNA. All right. Okay. And go back and like and subscribe this page and share it. But also go back and watch General Muhammad's scriptural breakdown class. All right. And with that, we're going to stand and do the salute. Men of Israel, I Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shib Yahweh Shai Rakatha. Yahweh Shib Yahweh Shai. Okay. Men of Israel, Sar. Turn. Okay. This is for the sisters who are alive. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatha Ba Shib Yahweh Shai. With that, Hazamatah, class dismissed. Passover, April 1st. Okay. We're going to go on a slave plantation. Did you hear about that?
Nah.
Yeah.
I hear. So,
Yeah.
So how many days should we gonna be out there for?
Oh, man. Let me see. Tuesday.